So today's film is Home Alone #1. This is a real Christmassy film. It's the film that should always be watched at Christmas. But it's not necessarily a Christmassy film. I mean, it's set at Christmas, but it's not a film that can, be solely watched at Christmas. It's a film that you can watch all the time. I could watch this in June, February, March, April, May. So it's a film you can watch all the time, really, because it's not about Christmas solely. The second one is more Christmassy, I mean, because it's got Christmassy songs in it, but this one, nah, I wouldn't say it was very Christmassy, but it is a good Christmas film. So I'll be commenting this time on the stupidity of time and that sort of stuff. Him screaming. Best film for Christmas. Ooh, look at that! It looks like I'm from Skaro in the colour movies with Peter Cushing. It's quite amusing, I suppose. When the film starts and they put that, I can never pronounce his name, the person who plays Kevin, they put his name as if people know who he is, but they clearly don't. I mean, unless he was in anything before this, they're not going to know who him is, are they? They're not going to know who he is. But when he gets more famous from this film and the film after this and Richie Rich and all those sort of films, yes, they will know, oh look, he's in it, wow, it's exciting, but we don't know who he is at this point. So, I think people are like, it says Macaulay Culkin or whatever he says, who? But now, I mean, obviously Home Alone was the biggest thing he ever did, I suppose, yes. Have you ever noticed that the title of Home Alone is all in capitals except for one letter at the end, which is E? I mean, Home Alone, all in capitals, and then the E at the end is not a capital. So there's probably some sort of story behind that, but I don't know that one. Do you know why every letter is a capital letter, but then one letter isn't? The reason that the robber is there, dressed as a policeman, is because he wants to find out if they're going on holiday. And he can't get anyone to talk to him. So really, the only thing he should do is just sort of go. And just say, oh, I can't bother with this anymore. And just go, because it's pretty obvious that they're all going on holiday, isn't it? I mean, they're all talking about suitcases and things. And I bet you the next thing I say is that his whole family are utter bastards. I mean, that small freaky kid with the glasses. Fucking bastard. One is amused by the police officer getting annoyed. He's sort of like, do your parents live here? No. Do your parents live here? No. Where are your parents? They're in Paris. So it's very funny how he gets annoyed. He just sort of goes, of course, no one lives here, it's just the kids. This child is called Megan. Not Megan, Megan. Very beautiful name, Megan, because it's not quite Megan, but it's Megan. It's supposed to be Megan, but I suppose the people were like, oh no, we don't want to call her Megan, Megan's too boring, so we'll call her Megan. Or maybe that's just how Kevin says it, Megan, but her real name is Megan. At least Kevin's a normal person. I mean, the others are really weird. They're ginger and French, and so they're hardly the best people in the world. And I'd agree with him. Yeah, live alone. If I had a family like that, I'd certainly want to live alone. And there's this thing about Fuller. Now, Fuller is this person with a bladder disorder and wets the bed when he drinks Coke. So is that what he does at home, does it? If he drinks Coke, he wets the bed at home. So, shoot the kid! That's what you want to do with him, shoot the kid! If he's ugly to start off with glasses, he wets the bed, and I think he's proud about it. He's proud about the fact that he wets the bed, sort of like, oh, I'm going to drink lots of Coke so I can wet the bed and pee all over you, yeah. Or chuck him in a closet, chuck him in a cupboard or something, get rid of the fool. Kevin just missed an extremely good opportunity. That big fat sack of crap, who actually has a girlfriend, which I find extremely unbelievable, just called. He said he wouldn't let Kevin sleep in his room if he was going off his ass. And then they all go to the window. Chuck him out! Chuck him out and kill the bastard! If this is your family, You know, you want to go on the Jeremy Kyle show. You know, horrible family. One's fat, one's ginger, one's French. Oh, disaster zone. And I think the only normal people in this family is the mother and the father. The father's the most normal person, because this Uncle Frank's an utter bastard who wants to steal Cuddly off a plane. So, you know, I don't like Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank is disgustingly shit. I am now naming this person the most thickest man on the planet. He just said, what's he doing now? It's bleeding obvious what he's doing. He's shoveling snow. I mean, so, let's recap. We got a ginger, a fat piece of shit, a French woman, and a thicko. Oh, and the small boy with the bladder problem. They're freaks! I would like, please, to speak to the manager of Little Nero's Pizzas. Yes, hello. I just want to inquire whether your drivers have a driving licence, because the driver there just drove round the corner like a madman, and then he knocked over someone's statue. I mean, look at him, the little freak. Can't even deliver a pizza without knocking over something. Man, I really want to punch that Fuller with his stupid little grin. Well, you know, he's Fuller, he's Kevin. Kevin's going to have a better life, you're not. So, you know, Kevin is superior to you. He's more of an interesting character than you, who wets the bed. So I wouldn't smile like that, because when you get to about age, 8 or whatever, or 12, people are going to beat the shit out of you when you get to school. So, Fuller, don't smile like that, because if I was in your neighbourhood, I'd actually probably get that man who's apparently a murderer and get him to forcibly kill you with his shovel. Why put your passport in a place that's clearly not safe? I mean, they just put all their passports in the middle of the table where there's milk, and the milk goes over the passports. Yes, sorry person checking me in, my passport got covered in milk when a fat bastard tried to birth up a pizza. And Fuller, well, good for him. He got squashed by a chair. And yeah, they're all staring at him like he's done something wrong. But really, they all deserve it, the little freaks. I mean, a bit of coke over everyone, that's not enough. You want to get them onto a firing squad and shoot the bastards. The mother's a bit vicious, isn't she? I mean, he did actually technically say he was sorry in a really cutie voice. So, she should have just said, well, that is it. But if this was like the second year that they'd left him alone, they would have accepted his apology. Because obviously it would have led into something else. But he did say he was sorry. So, put that on the record. That is exactly what he should do. Ask Santa for another family. She said that on the TV there. That's exactly what he should do. Ask Santa for a new family. Ask Jesus for a new family. I mean, for goodness sake, if you've got a freak who's a ginger, a French person, a person who wets the bed, a fat tub of shit, and Fuller, what's the point? Kill them all! Forget blowing up that family. Blow up the whole bloody neighbourhood. They're all freaky. I mean, this kid keeps asking bloody questions all over the place. Did you know the McAllisters were going on holiday? Oh, blow up the whole neighbourhood. Get rid of them all. He put the passports in the microwave to dry them off after getting covered in milk. Oh, the absolute insanity of it all. His family may be a freak, but this one, what's his name? Uncle Frank has actually got a brain, because he says that they've only got 45 minutes to get the plane. Now, if they lived by the airport, which they clearly do not, because they have to take a great big van to get there, so they got to the airport in 15 minutes. They'd have to go through check-in, and they'd have to go through security. They'd never, ever make it. And by the time they got there, the plane would have clearly gone. I mean, if it's 45 minutes until they're supposed to be at the gate, fair enough. But it's 45 minutes apparently till the plane leaves. So technically, it is impossible. It's unimaginable how much of a cheapskate this Uncle Frank is. I mean, he steals crystal stuff from the plane right in front of the stewardess. I mean, That's mad. She, in fact, goes right in front of him as the woman is putting the stuff in her purse. So well, there's something I could say. She's blind, but there's something really good there I could say, but that'd be racist. So.